Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Borderzoot here. I'm back in a nice new house, as you can see, much better than the old place. So to ease myself back into the YouTube realm, I'm going to do a tag challenge video. This is the under 1000 subscribers tag challenge that Rich, aka Xortrider, had tagged me in, as well as Retro Prime. So as usual, I'm late to the bandwagon if you like, but I have had a rather decent excuse, I would say. So let's get cracking with the knacking. What inspired me to become a YouTuber? Since the early days I've been on the internet, and when I say early for me, which was like early 2000, 2001, yeah, can you imagine me being late to something? What I was part of then in terms of a fandom was what we called Mugen or Mugen. It was a 2D fighter engine, and I was into programming at the time as best I could be. I was at college doing HC computing and blah blah blah. So I made 2D fighters for this engine by ripping the sprites and programming it to those specs, making stages as well. And since then, by participating in the forums and message boards that I had there at the time, I've always liked to be part of that side of the community, that interaction. And as silly as it is, especially at Christmas time, where I would, particularly for Mugen, I would make a fighter just to be released on December the 24th, just as like a little Christmas present for that group, that fandom. And you know, I grew out of that and various things happened, which is why in that fandom, which is why I don't use the word community anymore, because something really negative happened, which I won't go into because shit doesn't matter. And yeah, so when I seen, you know, YouTube was coming on, it was still in its infancy in terms of the Transformers fandom. I thought, you know, I'll throw my hat in the ring, try a little hand in front of the camera type video, mold a digital camera, and I've just done it ever since. The second question is, what do you want your followers, what impression do you want to give your followers from your channel? To be honest, I've never even really thought about that. It's just really, I like making these videos, if you like them great, if you don't, fair enough. I don't take anything seriously, it's purely a hobby, it's not going to be a business. I couldn't do that, because if a hobby becomes a business, then it's no longer a hobby and it bores you, it just becomes a chore. So I love making the videos, I love it when I get comments, love interacting. Again, it's just another means for me to interact with people, and I hope that, I suppose at the end of it, in terms of this question, that I come across as approachable in social aspects such as online, through Twitter, Facebook, and also at conventions like TFN. Question 3, what do you wish to never become as a YouTuber? I guess the easy answer to that is hated within the fandom. I'm not going to be, like I say, turning this into any sort of business. It's just purely a hobby and part of the hobby for me. I really don't know. I mean, that's such a negative question. I guess my first answer is just being disliked. How long did it take you to reach 100 subscribers? Quite a while, maybe my third or fourth year, maybe even longer. It took me such a long time to reach that mark, which is fine. Again, you know, it's just the way it is. You know, I do this as a hobby, I don't do it continuously enough to gather that sort of impact, which is something I am looking to change in the future. What is your most viewed video? That would have to be the Jinbao oversized KO of the Warbotrons take on Bruticus. Which of your videos was the most surprising? For me, it would have to be the Masterpiece Sunstreaker discussion video. I thought that that gained quite a bit of traction, and that was just my thoughts and feelings as to why, you know, the Masterpiece prices are increasing. But I really enjoyed making that and would like to do more in the future. Which of your videos was your biggest disappointment? For me, it would be the MP Ultra Magnus video. I was hoping it would get a bit more traction, because Ultra Magnus is my favourite character, and that figure is one of my, if not my, it is my favourite, let's be honest, is my favourite Transformer in my collection. I may revisit the character, the toy, and do another video on him in the future. What do you feel that people overlook from your channel? The channel as a whole, basically. So I make a video and I plug it on various Facebook pages, Twitter, Instagram, sometimes even a couple of forums here and there, Reddit, and people don't watch it now because a lot of people that are the biggest sort of crowd fan base, I would guess, prefers hands in front of the camera. They don't really like vlogs. I'm not going to, generalise them by living in a specific part of the world, but if people don't want to watch my channel or just don't even want to click and have a look, then it falls to me as an individual to try and either produce more content, change the way I'm doing things. I always say, people in the forums, or I haven't in a while, but I should be, give me some feedback. What do you like? What don't you like? What can I improve? Is it the equipment, which, well, the equipment's the equipment. We've got a bottom mic, so increase the sound quality. Things like that, the more I know that can improve a channel, the better. Describe a meaningful moment with a child or a child relative. I have shortened down that question there, just to keep things a bit more paced. So, in terms of answering the question, I have, well, he's now 3-year-old son. He really isn't into Transformers at the moment, which is fine. He's 3, and to be honest, kids in this generation are more interested in electronics, no matter what age they are. But one year I did get him a Rescue Bots Optimus Prime, and as silly as it is, I was very proud. Not on Christmas Day. I mean, on Christmas Day he took it everywhere with him, so that was quite a good moment. But when he figured out how to transform it, I thought that was pretty amazing. And hopefully one day he'll share in the hobby. If he doesn't, I'm not going to force it on him. It's absolutely fine. That's not something I'm going to do as a parent. Where do you see your channel in the next year? To be honest, I don't know. I'd like to, I'd be happy hitting 200 subscribers at this point. I'd really like that. I'd be quite happy with that. What I want to do with my channel, and I do need to try and get this done, I've already said to the wife that I want to do this, is to try and make videos more consistently, more regularly, be it maybe not just 2 a month, 3 a month, eventually building to 4 a month, but start off slowly, just sort of building up there, because you need to find the time. We both work, Monday to Friday. I'm 9 to 5, so it's getting the time at night in between doing other things within dad duties, getting the house tidy, getting things ready for the next day, things like that. Weekend, like I'm filming now, is great. So maybe that I have to do like a batch filming. It's not something I want to do. If I can help that, because I tend to get a bit tired by doing that, as I've experimented with that before. I don't feel it worked out well in the long term. So 200 subscribers, I guess. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so that's my first video in the new abode, and as you can see, my collection is there up at the back, and my Street Fighter drop that I bought today is there. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to try, like I say, being that more consistent with videos going forward. Please do leave a comment and all that good stuff. And until next time, be excellent to each other.